Well, welcome to this week's edition of Mainly Motorsports. And man, I was driving down the road the other day just thinking about a competitor that we lost a couple years ago, and one of the hard-nosed, toughest, most likable, at the time maybe one of the most hated. He was a modern-day short track Earnhardt, and that was Teddy Christopher. And I was just thinking about him the other day and how modified racing has evolved over the years. And some of these younger guys come in. Obviously, Doug Colby. We've seen Ryan Preece come make a name for himself. But still thinking about Teddy Christopher. And the last conversation I had with him, the last talk was at Loudon with Dick Berggren a couple years ago. And then, boom, within 24 hours, we lost another legend in the same type of incident, a plane crash. And that's Mike Stefanik, multi-time NASCAR modified champ. The Craftsman Truck Rookie of the Year at one point, two-time Busch North champion, did it back-to-back dual championships with the modifieds in the Busch North Series. Very unlikely to ever happen again, never happen again actually, because there is no Busch North Series, but just a great ambassador for the sport. Did things the classy way, did things the right way, was an utmost professional and a true spokesman for the sport, and especially modified racing throughout the New England region. And Mike tragically lost his life. Same type of incident, a plane crash. He had his own ultralight, and it just hit you. And had some conversations since Mike's passing, just talking about the modified era and how they're just, I don't even know what the word I'm looking for is, but obviously Richie Evans lost his life in a car years ago, ultimately still the best to ever strap in. And tell you, right there on the podium with him, Ted Christopher, and now the late Mike Stefanik. So just a shame to lose such an ambassador to the sport. It's a shame to lose anybody, but a true ambassador to the sport of auto racing. Gave it his all, did all the right things. Wife Julie, one of the first women you ever saw really hands-on. We talked about Teresa Earnhardt and her involvement with Dale over the years and really molding him. Julie, the same way, as she grew up in the racing family, Casella Speed, and just really embraced what Mike did. She was his spotter, and just a shame that we won't see Mike around the racetracks, being a race fan, and down at Thompson when they try to do some of their special things. And going to be a lot of heavy hearts down there, the World Series, as it gets closer and closer. And thoughts and prayers to the entire Stefanik family, obviously Julie, the children, the extended family, and the modified world, as Mike had a lot of friends in the modified world. So really hate that it happened, and you never know, and just never know. But still a lot of racing to go on. Still a lot of racing happening, and we saw a lot of racing this past Saturday night at Beech Ridge Motor Speedway. Championship night, so the champions were going to be crowned, all except the Wildcats, and David Cameron had already picked his championship up. But wow, two feature events, tight point battle, tempers flaring, scores to be settled, whatever you want to call it, it happened Saturday night at Beech Ridge. And but first off, young man that I've known for years, known his family, known his dad and his mom, good people. Had a tough couple of years of racing the last few years, but this year they really did a lot of work during the off season, try to bring their program back to the level it needed to be to run at the front up there, and he's had some near misses this year in that sports series, but finally it all came together for him this past Saturday. So enjoy the highlights from the first sports series race at Beech Ridge Motor Speedway this past weekend.
Swing, auto turn, Dennis Turner's race to be. Mike St. Pierre begins to turn to the outside. It's 2 laps to go. Ryan Phillips taken off early, and car number 89. He will lead lap number 1. still side by side. Meanwhile, what a battle for the third as Richard Hilton, all identical, also battling with Mike St. Pierre and Tom Libby. We are coming up on the halfway mark where we draw your attention to generate contact or something happening in the number 20. Checking his barrel of 8 cars. We're going to come halfway. This one Phillips on the bottom. One of Charlie Sanborn, the Dave Sharp's that's natural for any driver. And he said, well, you know, Charlie was outside slot. We have car number 27 just waiting for Charlie Sanborn to do something in the second group. 4 cars are landing on the I think it was the first time this couple of weeks ago. This time he made his race.
Class. No, he doesn't block a lot, but he's extremely hard to pass, and he was hard to pass tonight. Charlie Sanborn tried, couldn't do it. Then the idiot Todd Libby tried, but no one could take the win away from him. Ryan Phillips, the first win in the Sports Series division. It's been a long time since you've been here in Beach Ridge Victory Lane. What's going through your head right now?
It's been 9 years since we stood out here on the front stretch on Saturday night. So I have to thank everyone who got me here. Don, my father, Bill, anyone who helps at the shop, everyone who helps get the car here is the real MVP of this team. Big thanks to Icon, they've been with us 10 years now, so this one's for them. We got Atlantic Paving and Seal Coating with us, and Apex Racing Engines. Just really happy to be here.
It was a great win. We have a
Welcome to LST Landscaping, where we've been providing complete landscape solutions to all of southern Maine since 1969. We specialize in year-round landscape maintenance and snow services, including weekly lawn mowing, seasonal cleanups, sweeping, mulching, and so much more. Many more customizable services are available upon request. Please call our office today at 207-878-1578 or visit our website, lstlandscapinginc.com.
I'm Melinda. My husband Steve and I operate E-Keys for Cars in Saco. E-Keys is family-owned with over 20 years in the car key business. Need an extra key? We promise to provide the best quality at a good price. Walk-ins are always welcome with no appointment ever needed. You'll be in and out in minutes. And yes, E-Keys still handles emergencies. But why wait? E-Keys for Cars, Route 1 on the Auto Mile in Saco.
E-Keys for Cars.
Wiscasset Speedway, west on the road Wiscasset, is celebrating 50 years as the fastest track in the state of Maine. Join us for great events all season long, like the Coastal 200 and the Boss Hog 150, plus visits from NEMA, the 350, Smack Supermods, Melt Car Legends, and more. For complete details, go to WiscassetSpeedway.com or find us and like us on Facebook. Wiscasset Speedway, celebrating 50 years as Maine's biggest and fastest.
Mainely Motorsports, brought to you by LKQ Core. Any part, any repair, anywhere. Located on Route 202 in Gorham.
Wiscasset Speedway, Maine's biggest and fastest, with $5 admission every weekend and loads of family fun. Check us out at WiscassetSpeedway.com.
Welcome back to Mainely Motorsports. A big night here at Beach Ridge Motor Speedway, and here with Ryan Phillips. I mean, you've been so close this year, especially this year with the Sports Series. Some great finishes, but you finally put it all together tonight and picked up your first Sports Series win.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very competitive class. I think we got 5 top 3 finishes this year, and we've just really been looking for this win. The team needed it, I needed it. This is our 4th year in full competition down here to finally get one.
And you earned it. You know what I mean? You running the outside, leaving that bottom open. You're always susceptible to that guy using you up, and he didn't. You know what I mean? He gave you the space you needed. You gave him the space you needed. But at any point during those last 4 or 5 laps, were you worried that you weren't going to be able to pull it off?
I wasn't worried until about 5 to go. I thought I had Todd Libby covered on the top. I kind of gave him the space. And then he rolled in there all the way to my front fender, and then I started to worry a little bit. I said, I want this win. It's time to hunker down and make sure we get it done.
Yeah, and in your victory lane interview on the track, you sounded very emotional, and people don't realize the sacrifices that the family makes to make this happen. I mean, you're a young guy, you're in your early 20s, but your dad has put so much effort into your racing career, from the go-kart days up at Box Shop and everywhere else you went, and then Oxford, and then to end here, the past modified, you did the Roadrunner. But talk about that and what the relationship you and your dad working on the race car in the shop at the track really means beyond the racing.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that, the young guys that are 25, 30 years old coming up through, they've been racing 20 years, and we've been doing this with usually our fathers or our uncles or something for a very, very long time. And it really helps foster that relationship and gives you that, father-son time that might be hard to find in the modern-day society. But race car makes it happen because it demands so much of your attention.
Well, and it makes a night like this very special when you drive in the pits after, reaching your ultimate goal and winning on a NASCAR night here at Beech Ridge. And he's one of the first guys there. He came out, he had his picture taken, so pretty big deal. So congratulations to you, the entire team. I know winter's here now, but something to build off as you roll into 2020, right?
Yeah, get a good off season now. You can relax a little bit going into the winter.
Good off season. One of the winners tonight here at Beech Ridge Motor Speedway, Ryan Phillips, and the number 89 Sports Series car. Really, really good to see Ryan Phillips and that entire family finish the year off very strong and end up in victory lane. And you saw in the highlights, wasn't a cakewalk. I thought he made a bad call and given the bottom up on the restart, but he managed to hold on. And then you hear the emotion and the passion and as we interviewed him, talking about his family and especially his dad and, what this allows them to do and the bonding of being a part of a race team and then to end up in victory lane. And boy, there'll be a lot of shop talk up there at Apex Racing Engines and Ray's Small Engines through the winter, talking about this one and this year, and nice top 10 finishing points. Great job by that team, and look forward to see what they can do in the future and get him back into the championship hunts like he used to be in the old days of the Roadrunners over there. And speaking of the Roadrunners, pretty good night over there at Beech Ridge Motor Speedway for the Roadrunner, what do I call them? Alumni out of No Such Chassis. Race wins, championships. Randy Harmon, he's had a lot of people come through that garage, and more times than not, a lot of success come out through that garage. And perfect examples this year, Joe Morse picking up his first ever feature win and backed that one up, and built a new car from No Such Chassis, Randy Harmon, and a lot of people over the years, a lot of help from Randy, and great night of racing over there for his alumni. But you want to talk about another great night? The Pro Series. 3 guys coming in. Corey Bubar, current point leader Trevor Sanborn, and Dave Farrington, all chasing the championship. Dave's won it before, so sometimes they always say that second one comes easier. You're less stressed, more relaxed, and I'm sure he was the least stressed of the other two, of all 3. Is Corey Bubar has never won a championship at the Pro Series level. Trevor Sanborn has been trying over the years, and so a lot of pressure that was taking place over there Saturday night. And first race, uneventful. We're all watching the middle of the pack, watching them guys do battle and try to get all they could get. But the old-timer that just came down to Beech Ridge to try to check one off the bucket list, and now he's checked 2 off the bucket list this year, picked up another win and finished his year strong over there at Beech Ridge Motor Speedway. So enjoy the highlights from the Pro Series race number 1 at Beech Ridge Motor Speedway this past weekend.
He knows that there is a somewhat realistic shot at this process. Seems to be a Chicago 16 to the 3 is looking for this room. And look who's closing in. Here comes Steve Hamilton. Picking up 48 championship points, and he can just get by the 16-3 and 21. Schmidt races that battling a push for to run as fast as he wants to around the racetrack, and he certainly isn't comfortable. Overlooked, I believe, is Gary Smith, 62 years of age and a multi-time winner himself. Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Smith is your winner!
Once again, Gary Smith back in Beechridge Victory Lane. You know, you came here trying to see if you could win on a weekly night. You did it earlier on in the year. Took a little bit, but now you have 2 wins in 2019. And you started the outside pole and just ran away with that thing. Did the car handle as good as it looked?
It handled really well. We were a little bit worried just in practice. We weren't very good, but we made it a little bit better, made a couple adjustments in the pits. Hope they work, and they seem to, so I'm pretty happy.
Well, it looked really good, and I'm sure you're happy. Doesn't have a dent on it. You can go into your second feature of the night. You know, not much stress. Just let the tires cool on down. Made a little bit of adjustments, come back out and see if you can get 2 in a row. Do you have any sponsors you want to thank that helped you get here tonight?
Absolutely. UncleHenry's.com has been with me forever. Bud and Ray's Auto Body Shop, Phil Thomas Trucking, Sticky Custom Vinyl Graphics, and Colton Lawn Care.
All right, well, once again, congratulations to Gary Smith.
Looking for a great time, great people, and great food? Then visit New England's #1 biker destination, Bentley's Saloon, owned by legendary super modified driver Bentley Warren. Bentley's is a biker bar that welcomes everyone. Staying in the area, Bentley's has their own full-service campground right on site. Tuesdays, Bentley's Cruise Night attracts car enthusiasts from all over New England. Located on Route 1 in Arundel, Bentley's Saloon guarantees a great time. Check out the fun at BentleySaloon.com and see why Bentley says, who has more fun than us?
Don't deal with just anybody to seal coat your driveway or business this season. Call Black Magic. They bring over 20 years of experience in seal coating and crack filling. Black Magic's skilled team makes sure the job is always done right, on schedule with quality workmanship at a fair price. Protect your investment in your driveway by getting it sealed with Black Magic.
Ooh, Black Magic.
My name is Scott. This is Devin. We're the owners of Black Magic Seal Coating. Let us earn your business today. You'll be glad you did.
Football fans, have we got a deal for you? VIP Tour and Charter Bus Company is offering round-trip transportation to Gillette Stadium to watch the New England Patriots make another run for the Super Bowl. Ride in style knowing we're doing the driving. So if you've got a ticket, we've got your ride. It doesn't get any better than that. Just log on to VIPChartercoaches.com, click on the Browse Book Tour button, and book your trip today. It's that simple. Relax and leave the driving to us, and we'll leave the tailgating to you.
I'm Melinda. My husband Steve and I operate E-Keys for Cars in Saco. E-Keys is family owned with over 20 years in the car key business. Need an extra key? We promise to provide the best quality at a good price. Walk-ins are always welcome with no appointment ever needed. You'll be in and out in minutes. And yes, E-Keys still handles emergencies. But why wait? E-Keys for Cars, Route 1 on the Auto Mile in Saco.
E-Keys for Cars.
Welcome back to Mainly Motorsports, and probably some of the biggest news that took place this week around the region didn't even have anything to do with winning a race or buying a car or hiring a driver or getting a new sponsor. Once again, a track changed ownership hands, and I think other than Star Speedway, pretty much every track in New Hampshire over the last few years has changed hands. And this past weekend, you could add Speedway 51 to that list as the LeClaire family, which done a great job. They bought it, renamed it, invested a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of hard work, and made that place a facility. Not a racetrack anymore, a race facility. Decided they wanted to go back, be involved more on that day-to-day operation of running a race car. So they have passed it off to Richard and Mike Humphrey. And if the name sounds familiar, they spent a couple of years over to Star Speedway with the Puzzled Racing Group, sponsoring the 350 Supers, running a bunch of 350 Supers, and big supporters of Mainly Motorsports and all we do up at our shows. And I really appreciate that, what they've done in the years. And I hope in 2020 edition of the Northeast Motorsports Expo will be no different. As Mike and Richard Humphrey have taken over Speedway 51, I think they're changing the name to Riverside Speedway, and we'll see if we can stop up to the shop sometime and get a word with them and hear about some of the plans. And if nothing else, they got Min on their side. And I'm going to tell you, Min Kennett is one of the biggest supporters of short track racing in our region, and she loves that place. She grew up there. Her dad was a racer there. Her dad was a flagman there. Her son was the flagman there. That lady bleeds Speedway 51 / Riverside Speedway. So I'm sure the Humphreys are going to do great. Exciting news to happen up there. A lot of excitement, a lot of changes, but some changes won't happen, and it'll be business as usual. So excited to them, Richard and Mike. So if you know them, shoot them a text, send them a Facebook message. They got a lot of racing to finish the year up. Maybe get a chance to get up there and check it out. Beautiful region up there. Up by Berlin, New Hampshire. Mainly Motorsports reaches that region, so hopefully we gain some support up there and some viewers as we now add the Humphreys to a stable of track owners. But man, we got some big stuff happening over at White Mountain Motorsports Park this weekend. Pro All-Star Series in attendance, bringing the mods, bringing the Honey Badger Street Stock Series. They're going to point battles tightening up between Derek Griffith and DJ Shaw as they're laying it all out. They got 3 or 4 races left. They go Thunder Road the week after, and that's going to be a great time. And speaking of Thunder Road, 9/27, 9/28 weekend, September. Bubba Pollard, one of the greatest short track races in all of the country. The one guy that Kyle Busch has said, I would trade places with him. I want to be Bubba Pollard, be able to just go pack up and go race a short track anywhere in the country. Well, Bubba Pollard's coming to Thunder Road. He's going to take on the Milk Bowl, and looking forward to kissing a cow. He's got cows. He's an outdoorsman. He's not a prima donna, and I'm telling you, he is a true racer, a true gentleman. We're looking forward to going down, catching back up with Bubba as he finishes up this part of the season, and all his efforts will turn to the Snowball Derby. But the Milk Bowl over in Thunder Road, sure to be a good time. Add Bubba Pollard to the mix as he tries to kiss the cow and add his name to the prestigious list of the people that have won that race. That same weekend, Wiscasset Speedway, strictly shootout. We all know what Lee Mortensen does for this sport, and he thinks outside the box. And be a great time up there. All the stuff that goes with it. All the guys that finished in the top 3 or top 5 last year, getting their bonuses, getting the opportunity to double their money, double down. Lee just likes to do things big and out of the box. And going to be a good time up there. Going to be a good crowd. $5 to get in. Strictly shootout. See if somebody can knock that Hewins family off. I mean, it's all they do is win that race. So it's going to be a good time. But I got a feeling somebody by the name of Emerson going to be adding their name to the belt buckle. and really excited about that. Star Speedway, big event going on that same weekend, the Northeast Nationals, their version of a big street stock race. And so if you've got a street stock and you're looking for something to do on the 28th of September, there's two big options, high paying races. Rules are similar, but your car might fit one place better than the other. Go find a home that weekend and go try to add your name to the list of one of those big time winners. So lots of stuff still happening all through the region, especially in the region that we call home right here in Maine and parts of New Hampshire. So a lot of fun stuff happening. We'll talk about some more events coming up, but those are the big events coming up the next couple weekends. So we're going to take a break. We come back. We got some more Wildcat action. Well, actually, the first batch of Wildcat action. And this guy's won the last 3 races I've gone to Beech Ridge. So once he finds that out, he's going to want me there every week. But it ain't happening. But the last 3 times I've gone to Beech Ridge, this cat's won. So we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll watch some highlights of the Wildcat action at Beech Ridge this past Saturday. Welcome to Mainely Motorsports.
To order a copy of this show, send a check or money order for $15, including shipping and handling to Mainely Motorsports, 2 Main Street, Suite 17-103, Bedford, Maine, 04005. And please add the show number in the description of the show.
Welcome to LST Landscaping, where we've been providing complete landscape solutions to all of southern Maine since 1969. We specialize in year-round landscape maintenance and snow services, including weekly lawn mowing, seasonal cleanups, sweeping, mulching, and so much more. Many more customizable services are available upon request. Please call our office today at 207-878-1578 or visit our website, lstlandscapinginc.com.
For a trusted name in residential and commercial site work in the southern Maine area, call Peter Pettit Excavating. We can handle everything from the complete house lot to those nasty water and sewer line repairs. Septic systems are another area that we specialize in. During the snow season, Pettit Excavating has the equipment to handle any size job.
And when the race season arrives, be sure to follow the number 7 Hewitt's Family Restaurant Chevrolet on the past Super Late Model Tour.
Call 207-282-9305 to get the job done right. That's Peter Pettit Excavating.
You don't have to wait until the end of camping season to get your best price. Hi, I'm Scott from Scott's Recreation.
We're starting our end of season sale now. We have over 300 campers in stock and every unit is on sale. Even the 2020s. Up to $16,000 off travel trailers. Up to $30,000 off fifth wheels and motorhomes. Up to $40,000 off toy haulers. Ask about our bi-weekly payment program to save you even more money.
Financing available. Trades welcome.
Scott's Recreation, Turner and Manchester, Maine.
Our family has been in business since 1972. I'm Johnny Wolf. I personally drive and state inspect every vehicle we sell. 21st Century Motors now offers low-rate credit union financing and first-time buyer programs. We have a large selection of vehicles starting at $49.90. Quality vehicles and guaranteed repairs. Come see why more than 50% of our business is repeat or referral. Visit us today on Route 25 in Gorham, Maine, or online at 21stcenturymaine.com.
From our family to your family.
Mainly Motorsports, brought to you by
Scott's Recreation. Whether you're thinking about your first camper or looking to upgrade your current one, Scott's Recreation can help you. Get both our Route 202 Manchester and our Route 4 Turner locations and online at scottsrecreation.com.
Bentley Saloon, Route 1 in Arundel. Stop by and see why me and my friends say, who has more fun than us? We do.
Pulls off of turn number 2 with the 07 of Brandon Stone. He's off on the outside. Joe Morris wants to make a 3-car battle. And speaking of 3, how about 3 wide as they split Running the top through, but they let it right down the inside. Let it means business. Right up there, number 23. Keep your eye on that now. Now, Houston inside the and he said that doesn't play into his cards. He loves running the 3-lap Wildcat event, so if he were to go away, he's going to get sideways courtesy of Kieran Miller. So Mark Brina, who entered this race as 10 on stage, You're spending one of your first nights at Beach Ridge. We're glad you're here, but this is so much more about just cars turning left and everything that goes into it.
You know, it's not often that we get a 50-lap Wildcat race when there's a full moon without a caution. Well, tonight, apparently that was the night. And Nate Levitt, he's won 4 races now this year, just had a kid. You know, we've seen plenty of NASCAR drivers get married, maybe have kids and they start winning. Maybe that has something to do with it. You know, maybe you're driving a little bit different now that you're a dad. Well, we're glad you are, because it's been exciting. Tell me a little bit about that race.
It started out good race. I just want to thank all the competitors this year, at least some of them. It's been a good year. 4 races is the most I've ever won in a year, so good year. Having my son Scott and everything, it's been great, and I don't know, it's just been an awesome year.
Do you have anyone to thank that helped you get here tonight?
My girlfriend Kayla, that's for sure. Her mother Kelly, just because she brings Kayla every week and the baby, so I just want to thank her and everyone else. Sanford up in the booth and everything, so and Smitty, Hightower, Mark, everyone. So everyone that helps me out, thank you very much. Dave Reed and Mike St. Pierre too. Mike St. Pierre let me borrow his motor. So this motor's been in the car for most of the year this year, and it's Mike St. Pierre's. So thank you very much for letting me borrow his motor, and that's about it.
Yeah, competitors helping competitors. Nate Levitt ending the season with a bang. We'll look forward to seeing him back here hopefully in 2020.
Hi, I'm Sean Moody. We take pride in our facilities, and at Moody's, it's what's inside that matters. We believe it's more than just the exterior looking good, it's what's inside that matters. Restoring the structure of your vehicle to factory specs is critical to your safety. I'm proud of our Moody's coworker owners who understand the importance of protecting your valuable asset. And we all know what our most valuable asset is. It's what's inside that matters.
Servicing differentials is virtually impossible. The confined space makes fill holes difficult to reach, and industry-standard conical bottles are rigid and hard to squeeze. That combination makes for a messy job. Plus, you can't get all of the gear lube out of the bottle, so you have to buy more than you need to complete the job. And engineering your own solution only results in disaster. Not anymore. Introducing the new AMSOIL Easy Pack. Easily access hard-to-service differentials. Easily squeeze out all of the contents. And easily stay clean while you do it. No more leftover fluid or inconvenient rigid bottles. No more trouble reaching difficult fill holes. No more mess. AMSOIL Severe Gear in the new Easy Pack. The solution to all your problems.
Another first from AMSOIL. For a stocking dealer nearest you, call toll-free 877-761-8375 or visit fourseasonsynthetic.com.
Welcome to LST Landscaping, where we've been providing complete landscape solutions to all of southern Maine since 1969. We specialize in year-round landscape maintenance and snow services, including weekly lawn mowing, seasonal cleanups, sweeping, mulching, and so much more. Many more customizable services are available upon request. Please call our office today at 207-878-1578 or visit our website, lstlandscapinginc.com.
It was a wild Sport Series race. You battled with Frank Ware for most of it, then you had to finish it off battling with our champion there. Did you think you had enough to win?
I knew the car was pretty decent on the outside. I messed up a little when Frank initially got by, but I knew I could, possibly have a run for Joey. Joey did a heck of a job. He ran me clean, so I got to thank him. It was really, the car was good in the beginning. Starting in the front, the 50 lap is pretty stressful, trying to hold everyone off and all the cautions. But I got to thank my crew. I got to thank my dad, my brother, Smitty, Alan Barry for all of his help. And then my family, they come out here every week. My wife and kids, grandparents, mother, aunts. So I guess I want to thank my sponsors, Hughes Company, Reading Truck Bodies, Heavy Duty Services, Dow Excavating, Mal's Pals Child Care, Southern Maine Pools. 4 wins in this division's, pretty good. So pretty happy.
Well, I would say it is definitely pretty good.
And fourth win of the year for Matt Dow, so great season for him. Not really a championship contender coming into last night, but ran strong. Congratulations to Joey Pastore picking up his second consecutive Sports Series champion, and we hope to catch up with Joey. We will catch up with Joey at some point during the off season. Go out and sit down at his shop, and I want to talk about what got him to this part of his career, and the people that have helped, and the people that aren't here any longer that have helped, and just a young man that's done it the hard way, but he's done it. So we'll take a break. We come back. The one that had all the marbles on the line, and we almost had a guy shake it up. The guy sitting in fourth in points, but he just couldn't overcome all three of them. But boy, he had them all sweating, and they were already sweating. So we'll take a break. When we come back, we've got some sports, some Pro Series action, deciding the champion, and catching up with one of the fan favorites, and the guy's been doing it forever.
We know Maine is hard on cars, so when your ignition won't turn or you lose your key, that just adds insult to injury. Why tow it? E-Keys for Cars technicians will solve your problem in your dooryard or at the mall and get you back on the road. AAA member? You should be. Your AAA locksmith coverage comes right off the bill. E-Keys for Cars, Maine's fast, affordable solution to your car key and lock problems. On the Auto Mile, Route 1, Saco.
E-Keys for Cars.
Our family has been in business since 1972. I'm Johnny Wolf. I personally drive and state inspect every vehicle we sell. 21st Century Motors now offers low-rate credit union financing and first-time buyer programs. We have a large selection of vehicles starting at $49.90. Quality vehicles and guaranteed repairs. Come see why more than 50% of our business is repeat or referral. Visit us today on Route 25 in Gorham, Maine, or online at 21stcenturymaine.com.
From our family to your family.
Wiscasset Speedway, west on the road, Wiscasset is celebrating 50 years as the fastest track in the state of Maine. Join us for great events all season long, like the Coastal 200 and the Boss Hog 150, plus visits from NEMA, the 350, Smack Supermods, Nell Car Legends, and more. For complete details, go to WiscassetSpeedway.com or find us and like us on Facebook. Wiscasset Speedway, celebrating 50 years as Maine's biggest and fastest.
You don't have to wait until the end of camping season to get your best price. Hi, I'm Scott from Scott's Recreation.
We're starting our end of season sale now. We have over 300 campers in stock and every unit is on sale. Even the 2020s. Up to $16,000 off travel trailers. Up to $30,000 off fifth wheels and motorhomes. Up to $40,000 off toy haulers. Ask about our bi-weekly payment program to save you even more money.
Financing available. Trades welcome.
Scott's Recreation, Turner and Manchester, Maine.
Mainly Motorsports, brought to you by
Four Seasons Synthetic. See them for all your AMSOIL product needs.
Moody's Collision Centers, now with 7 convenient locations. Gorham, Scarborough, Biddeford, Portland, Sanford, Lewiston, and now South Portland. Visit us at moodyscollision.com.
Seems to be the way to go right now. Nick Cusack stumbling on the bottom of 94.
here with the winner of the final race of the final evening and the final night at Beach Ridge Motor Speedway in the 71st season, and that's David Oliver. The last time, what was it, 17 years ago, this place opened up on a night where they were having double features with the Pro Series.
Yep.
You rolled out of here, last lap pass as a champion. That happened tonight, but it's just as happy as if you were the champion, right? Because you picked up the win.
I am ecstatic. We missed a little bit. We were really strong in the beginning of the year. We stumbled a little bit through the middle, quite a bit actually, but honestly, my own fault. Laziness is what it is. But changed a couple things, got the speed back, and as soon as we unloaded, I knew we were pretty quick as soon as the car came out of the trailer. So, and it was good all night. We made a couple small changes to it, but very, very minute. It was just good. It was just a good night.
And the Pro Series class at this track, if you miss a few weeks, it's hard to get those points back. When you watch your competitors that are on their game and they're in the top three and you're 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, starting at the back and finishing the back of your heats, you lose that ground and then you start searching. And like you said, between laziness and just, you know.
No, and I'll say all the cars, but 90% of the cars that race every single week here are capable of winning. There isn't a whole lot of also-rans. I mean, you get one that strolls in every once in a blue moon, but every single car here is fast. They're all good drivers. They're all seasoned drivers. You know, there's not a lot of rookies. You know, so everybody's on their game. Everyone's got good stuff. You know, it's not like it was 25 years ago where, you know, there was 4 or 5. You know, it was the Mike Johnsons and, you know, the Mike Mayetas, and there was 3 or 4 Randall, and there was 3 or 4 just dominant cars, a bunch of mid-packers, and a couple junkers. It's not like that now, so it's hard. It's just really hard. So if you miss, I mean, a 16th-inch packer, and it's like, oh, now I've got a 5th-place car tonight. It's like, man, how does that even happen?
No,
you
I know.
What the heck?
25 years ago, you were probably running a little junker Wildcat around here, weren't you?
Absolutely.
Just starting the racing career.
1993.
So 25 years ago.
Yep.
Did you envision this, you know, when you started back then? I mean, your Uncle Tom had done it, your dad, David, had done it.
Yep.
I mean, you just wanted to race. You grew up here as a fan, you wanted to race. Now you're here, prolific sponsor. I mean, I call it a NASCAR sponsor.
That's a damn good sponsor.
It stays with you year after year after year.
Yep.
The car's not, you know, loaded with, you know.
Nope.
So 25 years ago, did you envision all this?
No, honestly, 25 years ago, I told my then girlfriend at the time that I wanted to race limiteds. I just want to get the limiteds. Being a kid that grew up in the stands here, I was a Kevin Durgan fan. I'm a Scarborough kid. Kevin Durgan was my guy, you know, Pee Wee Knight and those guys. I was a limited sportsman. Even you once in a while, you know. I'll throw you in there once in a while, but you know.
Once in a while, yeah. Okay.
But I was a limited
You're
guy.
already on TV. You don't get it.
I was a limited sportsman fan, and I just wanted to get to limiteds because that's what was always my favorite division. There was no better race in New England than a creature feature. That was the race of the night, you know. And again, back in that era, I had to qualify every week to get in, so the limiteds was always near and dear to my heart. Did them for the 4, 5, 6 years, whatever. Was successful, won a crap ton of races. Struggled with tech a little bit. We had our moments, but I never really intended to get into these. It worked out that way. I went to an open show at White Mountain with my limited, and I finished 2nd or 3rd. Got disqualified, so it was the only time I've ever been disqualified. So, got disqualified, and a guy walked up to me and said, "How much for the car?" I'm like, geez, it's not really for sale. I'm going to race it next year at Beach Ridge. Every car has a price. Everything's got a price. I'm like, yes, everything does have a price. And I knew of a car that was for sale for 12, 15 grand, whatever it was. And I said, this is too much for this, because I know it's just street stock, but I need 14 grand for it. And he whipped out money and handed it to me. I'm like, oh.
Called you bluff.
So he bought it on the spot. So I bought a Pro Stock. Pro Stock racing. So here I am.
Here you are.
Here I am.
Many years later.
Many years later, still driving around in circles.
What's the future for David Oliver? I mean, you're not a young pup anymore.
I am not a young. I am just turned 46. So I am far from the young guy anymore. There's some Mike Rowe.
Oh yeah,
he's,
no.
you know, 2,000 years old.
You can't even count him.
No, you can't even count him.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. I mean, I love it. I do it to enjoy it. I really do. My goal here is to enjoy it. Wherever the night lands. The points worked out pretty good. We led for a while. That wasn't coming into the season. It wasn't like the goal is the championship. The goal was to get competitive again because the last couple of years have been
an afterthought.
Horrific, you know. So the goal was to get competitive.
Hi, I'm Sean Moody. We take pride in our facilities, and at Moody's, it's what's inside that matters. We believe it's more than just the exterior looking good, it's what's inside that matters. Restoring the structure of your vehicle to factory specs is critical to your safety. I'm proud of our Moody's co-worker owners who understand the importance of protecting your valuable asset. And we all know what our most valuable asset is. It's what's inside that matters.
Legendary race car driver Bentley Warren is putting Arundel on the map. When Bentley's Saloon opened in 2004, it was just a little bar room on the side of the road. Today we have a giant saloon with live music, dancing, and great food and drink indoors and out. We're always looking to meet new friends and have a good old time. There's always something exciting going on at Bentley's. That's why we like to say, who has more fun than us? We do!
Patman's Redemption and Agency Liquor Store is located at 95 Tanberg Trail in Windham, Maine. With over 400 feet of hard liquor and 15 doors of ice-cold beer and soda, Patman's can handle all of your beverage needs. And if it's wine on your agenda, we have over 300 varieties in stock. Then when the party's over, Patman's can handle all of your Maine returnables, and we welcome all bottle drives. And if you're late for the race, drop off the bottles and pick up the cash at your convenience.
Hey, this is Pat Man himself, just letting you know that Pat Man's is your one-stop shop for all your thirsty needs.
Welcome back to Mainly Motorsports, and like I said, great night of racing over at Beech Ridge. A little bit of antics after the racing, but that stuff goes away. Got all winter to put it all away, but really excited. Get out and support a track this weekend. White Mountain's got a big deal going on. Obviously, Wiscasset's wrapping up their season. You know, some of these other tracks just still got stuff happening. Big races coming up in October we'll talk about. We're excited about everything that's going on. We're excited about the, I don't even know what it is, 32nd? I don't know, I got to look it up. Northeast Motorsports Expo. It's coming up in January. So get your cars prepared if you're looking for a vendor spot or you want to display something. Reach out to us. If you've done it in the past, wondering where your paperwork is, it's going out very soon. So we're really excited about it. The race season's almost over, but it never stops for us here on Mainly Motorsports. So we hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Congratulations to all this past weekend's race winners, champions that are wrapping up their championships and preparing for their banquets, and the guys that have already gone into preparation for 2020. Going to be a great finish to this season, and going to be a hell of a start to next season. So hope you enjoyed this week's episode. We'll see you right here next time on Mainly Motorsports.